It was late January 2020, and Washington, D.C. was buried under one of the worst blizzards in decades. Snowdrifts blocked streets, public transport had halted, and most people had retreated to their homes. The Capitals had just won a dramatic overtime game against the Boston Bruins, a victory fueled by 2 goals from Ovechkin, and the arena buzzed with excitement as fans slowly made their way into the storm. Among them was Sarah Bennett, a 21-year-old student from Maryland who had driven 2 hours to see her first live NHL game. She had saved for months to afford the ticket, and despite the weather, nothing could keep her away. But after the final buzzer, her car wouldn't start. The battery had died in the cold, and her phone had no signal. She stood alone in the parking lot, wrapped in a thin jacket, snow piling around her boots, unsure what to do. Other fans passed by, bundled up and focused on getting home. The night stretched on, and the temperature dropped. Then, out of the swirling white, a black SUV pulled up beside her. It was Ovechkin. He had already changed out of his gear, but instead of heading straight to his car, he noticed Sarah, small, shivering, clearly stranded. Without hesitation, he got out, walked over, and assessed the situation. He tried her car, saw the dead battery, and immediately called his driver to bring jumper cables. While waiting, he didn't just stand by, he stayed with her, talking about hockey, school, and life in a calm, reassuring way. When the cables arrived, he helped jumpstart the car himself, brushing snow off the hood and connecting the clamps with practiced ease. But he didn't leave after the engine roared to life. He insisted on following her to a nearby gas station to make sure she was safe, then gave her a warm blanket, a thermos of tea from his car, and a handwritten note with emergency contacts and tips for driving in winter storms. He also handed her a signed jersey and said, "Next time, let me know you're coming. I'll make sure you get home safe." Sarah later described the encounter as surreal, not because she met a superstar, but because he treated her like family. For Ovechkin, this wasn't a staged moment for social media. It was instinct. He had grown up in a culture where helping others, especially in hardship, was second nature. Whether it was a teammate, a stranger, or a fan, he believed no one should be left behind, especially not in the cold. The story didn't go viral. No cameras caught it. But Sarah shared it with her university's newspaper, and it slowly spread, not as a celebrity anecdote, but as a quiet testament to kindness. Years later, she became a paramedic, inspired by the compassion she experienced that night. "I thought I was just a fan," she said. "But Ovechkin showed me that everyone matters, even the person no one sees." And for Ovechkin, that belief that greatness isn't just measured in goals, but in how you treat people off the ice, has always been the foundation of his legacy. Because for all the records, trophies, and celebrations, his most lasting impact may not be on the scoreboard, but in the lives he quietly changed, one act of decency at a time.